Hello, everyone, and welcome back to my channel. Happy Friday. Um, Today has been an absolute day of laziness for me, and I'm not ashamed at all. um, yeah, I woke up around 4:30 this morning and just laid in bed watching Netflix till the middle of the morning, and then went downstairs and watched Netflix. So, well, kind of been flip flopping back and forth between Netflix and Shudder. Uh, I am self employed, and so I do have a lot of issues separating like work and home and everything. So, I always try to have at least like one day a week where I don't do anything work related. I try to have like one day that's like my self care day because even though I'm doing my dream job, basically, I still need a break once in a while. Um, I don't really have any one specific topic for this video, but I do have something really cool. All right, so I'm a big Tool fan, huge Tool fan, and I really wanted to wear my Tool shirt for this video, but it's dirty, so fuck it. You got Burzum, and I'm a big Burzum fan too. But yeah, it's Maynard James Keenan's birthday today, and so in honor of that, I'm gonna be drinking Caduceus. um, Now I've had this. This isn't the first time I've ever had Caduceus. I got a bottle of Anubis back in like 2012, right? And so I have no idea what it. I don't even remember what it tasted like. I actually got it as a gift for somebody, and they did let me try it. But I honestly don't remember even. I remember that it was dry. I remember that it was like a dry, rich red wine. But I don't really remember a whole lot about it. And I will be 100% honest. I didn't really like it all that much, but I mean, it's amazing how much a person's taste buds can change in a while. I mean, that was 8 years ago. My taste in wine has gotten a lot different from then because, back then I also hated Cabernet. Like, I couldn't stand any kind of Cabernet. And now I love Cabernet. So, I'm going to be trying this. This isn't, I had Anubis. This is Kitsune. It's a completely different type. The description on the website said that it has like cherry flavors and also notes of Twizzlers. So that should be really interesting. Personally, I don't like Twizzlers. So, but I highly doubt this tastes like Twizzlers. If I drink this and it tastes like Twizzlers, I'm gonna be really surprised. Uh, this is the first time opening up the bottle, and I mean, I know there's not a shot in hell that Maynard's ever gonna see this video. Well, I mean, never say never. I suppose it is possible, but highly improbable. And I know that he is not all that big on social media, and so for whatever reason, if this video should happen to offend, I am really sorry. I mean, I'm not, I'm a business person, and so I kind of rely on social media to promote my business. I don't have like millions of screaming fans. Um, Tool was big before social media was even a thing. And I know that because I've been a fan of theirs for a long time. Oh, great. This is going to be hard to open, isn't it? The corks being all stubborn. All right, come on. Come on. There we go. There we go. All right, and I have my favorite Rio glass. My name is Rhiannon. Rio was my childhood nickname. This was made for me by my sister-in-law. So, yeah, this is my Rio wine glass. I don't even know what color this is. I'm sure I read that on the site when I bought it, but I don't remember. Like, it's been a while since I got this. I've just kind of been saving it for the right occasion. And Maynard's birthday is as special of an occasion as it's going to be right now. So, oh, it's red. It's a red wine. And I know that for wine drinkers, a big thing is the aroma and the scent. And I have no sense of smell, y'all. sucks, but and I don't even know why. Like I don't know why I have no sense of smell, but I never have. And so I feel like a good chunk of the wine drinking experience is something I lose out on. Um I do like the color. The camera my webcam doesn't really reflect color all that well cuz I mean looking on the screen right now, it looks purple. It's not purple. It's a nice burgundy. Um, I do plan on like I do want to record videos with my good camera. Like I have a good digital SLR camera that I actually want to start recording videos with. The problem is right now I can't find my tripod. Um, and until I can either find my tripod or figure out some makeshift setup for my other camera, I'm stuck using my webcam. And surprisingly enough, my webcam does record decent sound for what it is. All right, so moment of truth. We're going to try the Kitsune Cherry Twizzler wine. Happy birthday, Maynard. This one's for you. You are 56 years old today, and that's an awesome age. And thank you for doing what you do and keep on making amazing music and being an amazing Renaissance man. And, you're one of the people who inspires me. So happy birthday. Delicious. It has an interesting aftertaste. I don't taste Twizzlers at all. I do not taste Twizzlers at all. It does have an interesting aftertaste, though. I can't really pinpoint what the aftertaste is. I definitely taste the cherries. Definitely hints of cherry in there. I'm still trying to nail down what that aftertaste is. And I mean, okay, well, I said there was no definite topic for this video other than me trying that wine, but here's an interesting topic that I can discuss because it is relevant for what I'm talking about. All right. You know, looking at myself, I actually put makeup on for this video, but I didn't put lipstick on. Oh well. It would probably be smeared right now anyway. um but here's an interesting topic on the subject of I mean, I'm not a professional wine taster, and because I have no sense of smell, a lot of people watching this probably think that I can't taste. That is not true. Just because somebody can't smell, it does not mean they can't taste. Uh, and I will admit, it is a widely perpetuated myth. Like, I understand why everybody thinks that because we were taught that in school. I was taught that in school. And I mean, I knew that it was bullshit when the teacher was teaching it. But, like, honestly, the best way to explain it is if someone has taste buds, then they can taste. I mean, I have taste buds. There are people out there who were born with no taste buds. Like there are people who legit can't taste, but it really has nothing to do. Not having no sense of taste isn't because someone can't smell. They are linked. They aren't dependent on each other. There are people who were born without taste buds. There are people who were born without scent receptors. Uh, I personally don't know what the reason is for me not being able to smell. I do think that, I mean, maybe I just have very few scent receptors. Maybe they're blocked because there are times, it's rare, there are times when I do feel like I get a slight hint of something. Like when food's cooking. Like yesterday, I was cooking calamari. I was cooking calamari for dinner, and I thought for like a brief second that I smelled it. I don't know if that's all just like in my head or what, but there are times when I feel like I can kind of smell something, and like menthol scents, like things that are like strong menthol scented. I can, I don't know, like I don't know if that's actually smelling or if just the menthol, because I remember hearing somewhere that like just because I can like feel the cool menthol sensation in my nose, that isn't actually smelling. It's just like the way the way our bodies react to menthol. I don't know. I'm not a doctor. I'm not a scientist. I'm not like a scent expert. And I'm not a professional wine taster either. So I'm just talking about my personal experiences. Oh, that is really good. It is really good. I'm trying to think of a wine that I can compare it to. Um, I would say, I was talking about Cabernet a little bit ago. I would say probably the closest thing I can think of is a Cabernet. It kind of reminds me of a Cabernet. Um, Definitely taste the cherries. I do not taste Twizzlers. uh, but yeah, a lot of people think that because someone has no sense of smell, they automatically can't taste. And that's not true. I have taste buds. I can taste food. And it's even been suggested that, maybe I get a more accurate taste of what I'm eating because I can't smell it. I can taste the difference between like Coke and Pepsi. And I know that's probably a bad argument because a lot of people swear that, I mean, I know colas taste different and all that, but you'd think that somebody with like no sense of taste wouldn't be able to tell. Big thing though, like I can taste the difference in colors of bell peppers. And my family tested me on this one time. Like I was telling them all, we were having a cookout. There's like a house full of people. I'm like 17 and we're having a cookout and we had like green, and my mom works in a grocery store, right? And so she would bring home like all this produce that was like they can't sell it if it's over a day old. So my mom would just bring home like all these like chopped peppers and chopped fruit and like fruit and veggie trays, and oh, we ate good when I was a kid. You can probably tell. But yeah, we had like all these bell peppers that we had like yellow and red and orange and green bell peppers. And I was I forget how it even came up, but I was telling my family that I can actually taste the difference, and they were all like, "Oh no, that's bullshit. You cannot." And I was like, "No, seriously." I'm like, the red ones have more of a tangy, like kind of tomatoey taste, and the yellow ones are sweet, and the green ones have more of a pungent taste. And they actually blindfolded me. They like, I think it was a bandana or something that they tied around my eyes willingly. I mean, I consented to do this. They blindfolded me and fed me a whole bunch of peppers and had me guess the taste or the color of all of them, and I guessed them all right. Um, so clearly I can taste. And I've actually gotten into arguments with people about this, like people who've insisted that no, you can't taste. Well, yeah, I can. I have had some weird, like, I don't know, like I've had experiences to the contrary though, because like I remember one time when I was a kid, my sister and I were eating breakfast. We were getting ready for school, and I'm like maybe 10. I'm just mowing down on my cereal, just like not even a care in the world. I was eating cornflakes, and my sister's sitting across from the table, and she won't touch her cornflakes. And my mom's like, why aren't you eating your cornflakes? Well, they taste funny. And, my mom didn't believe my sister. She was like, well, your sister's eating hers, so go ahead and eat. And finally, my mom gave in and took a bite of my sister's cereal and immediately spat it out. And she turns around and looks at me and she's like, Rhiannon, didn't you know the milk was spoiled? Well, no, I didn't. I had no idea the milk was spoiled. Yeah, so I was like sitting here eating cornflakes with spoiled milk, and it tasted normal to me. I can't even. So yeah, like I've had experiences one way and I've had experiences the other way, but I will say that I can taste. I definitely can taste food. I remember one time when I was little, I was telling my dad that, I can't smell anything, and I was eating an orange at the time, and he's like, well, can you taste the orange you're eating? And I'm like, yeah. And he's like, well, then you can smell, stop lying. My family thought that I was lying about this for years. Like they thought for years that I was lying about not being able to smell. And, you know, when I was like 12, whenever it came up, I would say, oh, because, we'd be driving along and somebody would say, oh, somebody hit a skunk. Do you guys smell that? And I'd always be like, no, I can't smell it. And then, I would get called a liar and told like to stop lying and all that. And so after a while, I just decided to lie and say that I can smell. And then it was, oh, but I thought you couldn't smell. And so I just gave up even talking about it. And then how they finally discovered that I was telling the truth. This is an this is another story that involves a fucking blindfold. I swear. Like, you guys probably think I had the most fucked up childhood, and in a way I did. I'm not gonna lie. Uh, so another story involving a blindfold. My dad, he worked in the automotive industry, and I work in the automotive industry. Anybody watching this who works in the automotive industry, I mean, if you work on the manufacturing end like I do, and like my dad did, I mean, the plants get really hot and you sweat a lot. And my dad's work socks really stunk, I guess. And um I don't know what led up to this. I don't know whose idea it was, but at some point somebody decided that they were going to test me and see if I could really smell. And so they sat me down in a chair in the living room and blindfolded me, and then somebody held my dad's stinky work socks under my nose, and I did not react at all. And so that's how they knew I was telling the truth. Like, they knew I was telling the truth when I didn't react to my dad's, like, death feet socks is what they called them. So yeah, I really hope I can get the cork back in that bottle because I don't plan on drinking the whole bottle in one sitting. I paid decent money for this. I got it with my tax refund, and I was just kind of saving it. Why I chose Kitsune? Well, for one, like, reading the descriptions, it was between that and the Augustina. And out of the two, Kitsune just sounded more appetizing. And plus, I just like Kitsunes. I'm working on a painting of one right now. I have it sketched out. And I did a painting of a Kitsune a couple weeks ago, and I named him Tempest after the Tool song. um, my brother and my sister and I, well, my whole family really, like, we're all big Tool fans. We've all gone to multiple concerts. We've all seen them. I mean, my mom and my brother were second row at Pucifer a couple years ago. Um, Second row, I know. Unfortunately, I didn't get to go to that show, but yeah, I mean, we've all seen Tool multiple times. My brother and I drove all the way to Detroit and saw him at an outdoor venue about 10 years ago, and it was like one of the funnest shows I've ever been to in my life. The show was, after it let out, the traffic, like, there was just no going anywhere. We were going to be stuck there for a while. And it was, the parking lot just became like this party zone. It was crazy. Like, after the show was over, we sat in the parking lot for like 3 hours, but it was a fucking blast. I mean, everybody's just like, somebody had a really good sound system. Somebody was parked in the parking lot just blasting Tool. This is after the concert. Somebody's just like blasting Tool, and people are just like standing outside their cars, walking around, drinking. I mean, people are like going from car to car, socializing. I mean, it was just like a big fucking party. It was great. Um, and yeah, that was also the show that we kind of got lost on the way there, and we got there like literally, like, once we got inside and sat down was when they came on. Like, we got there, we missed the whole opening act. I don't even remember who they were. I don't care. We were there to see Tool. We got there and we sat down right as Tool was getting ready to come out and play. It was great. Uh, and this kind of odd family tradition, I wouldn't even really call it a tradition. It's just something that kind of started. Um, Family get-togethers, we all wear Tool shirts. It's just like something that we just kind of all started doing by coincidence, and so now it's a thing. Like, my brother and my sister and I, at every family get together, we all wear Tool shirts. And yeah, I mean, that was just something that music has been a big thing in our family pretty much all of my life. Even my mom, I mean, we've all gone, like, my mom goes to concerts with us. I mean, it's a big deal in my family. um what else can I talk about? yesterday I went for a walk, and my walk yesterday was especially depressing. I don't know, combination of many things. For one, it was just really overcast and dreary out yesterday. And also, I swear, like, I gave up my paid Spotify subscription just to cut some corners right now while I'm unemployed. Excuse me. And so now I have like free Spotify, which doesn't really let you shuffle. I mean, it lets you shuffle, but you can, oh, excuse me. You can only skip so many times. You can't like rewind and fast forward and all that. And so I decided that I was just going to like not even bother skipping if a song I didn't like came on, which every song that it played was a song I liked, but I swear, like, Spotify just decided to pick the most depressing run of songs ever while I was out walking. It was just like, let's just play every freaking sad song on your main playlist. Like, Black by Pearl Jam was one of them. I'm trying to think of some of the other. Black by Pearl Jam. Yeah, that's the only one I can remember off the top of my head, but yeah, my walk was just really sad yesterday. I mean, it's overcast, everything's dead, there's like no one out on the street. I'm walking alone through the park, and this like the best heartbreak song ever is playing. It was just really, it was a sad, depressing kind of walk. But one thing I did make note of, and this is something I've kind of, I mean, I noticed it before yesterday, but yesterday I don't know. Yesterday it was just kind of one of those things where it started gaining more momentum in my head, I guess you could say. Like when I was a little kid, I remember playing at my grandma's house and just seeing like robins and blue jays regularly, like just hopping around in the yard. And as an adult, I never see that anymore, but now I'm starting to see that. Um, Out in my walks, I mean, I saw probably 5 robins yesterday when I was out walking, just like on the sidewalk and in the grass. And I think it's just because humans just aren't out to scare them away. Uh, just my theory. Um, all right, I think I'm gonna kill this glass and end this video because I'm gonna start running out of stuff to talk about, and I can only ramble for so long. I mean, I just kind of want to get back to being lazy and watching Shudder and enjoying my day off. Honestly, I mean, I know this is kind of work too. The only reason I took time out from my lazy time to make this video is because today's Maynard's birthday. And, I have to record the Caduceus video on Maynard's birthday. So, all right, well, one more time, here's to you, Maynard. I know you don't like social media. I mean, to be 100% honest, I don't really like it either. I just kind of use it for my business and as a professional. But yeah, cheers, scone, and yay. One last sip before the video's over. All right. Have a good day, everyone. Bye-bye.